Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome back. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. You want to get up to date with everything that's going on. And if you've been here before, welcome back, family. Okay, so I do the Venus and all the zodiacs this summer. Well, this month, I should say. It's all about the summer edition. It's about what you need to learn and understand right now for the rest of summer. I do the Venus in the zodiacs, which means that I focus on your abundance. And what that means is I try to take a look at what you need to do in order to reach abundance. And it doesn't matter if it is love, relationships, if it is wealth, finances, money, if it is travel, luxury, or just your self-care. So, Venus in Aquarius. What can I say about you? Okay, I did your pre-meditation and pretty much has been talking a lot about you just waking up. Like you are going through this awakening right now, and it's pretty much about you understanding yourself a little bit more. I feel as though you kind of came out of a bit of a rest period and you're ready to understand yourself more, but you're also ready to understand love. And I feel as though some of you felt as though you didn't really understand what was going on in your love life. And now you're ready to tackle that. Yours mostly spoke about love, whether it is self-love or loving others, not about money right now, but you never know what can happen with the cards. I already did a pre-shuffle, and let me tell you, I'm probably gonna end up pulling from every single deck that I have today. I'm getting that feeling. So what else does Venus and Aquarius need to learn and understand with their highest good? All right. So I also did, at the beginning, the pre-shuffle was talking about Lady Natal, which is all about heart awakening. And that's talking about awakening to acceptance and divine love. It's pretty much about you giving and receiving in balance. Remember what I said about you going through a bit of an awakening right now, which is exactly what I saw in your meditation. I also saw that self-love right now is very important for you right now. So you also got Melchizedek. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's about higher learning. So you've learned a lot from your experiences, and I really do feel like you have been through a lot, and I feel as though these experiences that you've been through have made you who you are today. So I feel this card is actually saying that more inner study is required to go further, but I really don't feel that way with you. Like I feel some of you have already learned everything you need to learn. Like you're still learning as you go. But I think the most important thing is you're learning so much about yourself, and that's the messages that are coming in for you. Like you are learning so much about yourself, especially when it comes to love. Like you're like, okay, I just realized that this I don't like about me, whether it's like food, you know, like maybe something you don't like apples. You're like, okay, I really don't like apples. Or it's to the point where you're like, you know what? I realize I like to be pampered. So things like that are coming up to you recently because you're really understanding who you are, and you're also understanding that in a relationship, there are certain things for you that need to be met, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just remember that there's a balance, give and take, right? So just let your partner be aware of what it is that you expect in a relationship, but then also remember that you have to listen to them and hear exactly what it is that they expect in a relationship too. But I really do feel that you're understanding a lot more about yourself these days, and you're starting to really be more aware of what's going on around you. All right, so let's see what else Venus and Aquarius needs to learn and understand. All of my cards literally just fell out all over the place. So the card that came out on the top was Blessings in Disguise, which was the first thing that caught my eye. And in the pre-shuffle, you've got Perfect Timing. So first off, let's focus on the perfect timing. So it's basically saying that this is the right time for you to act upon your inspirations. No matter what's coming to your mind, even if it's to do with love or even to do with work-wise, whatever is coming up, you need to like go for it right now. And the reason why I say that is because it's pretty much the universe is saying that the doors are open for you, and this is the time for you to say, hey, let me get off my ass and go for exactly what it is that I want. So like I said, doesn't matter what it is. It's just right now, you don't really need to be procrastinating or having any doubts or even delaying anything. Whatever is coming up right now that you're like, oh my God, I've been thinking about like doing this writing, or oh my God, I've been thinking about taking ballet classes, or I've been thinking about, you know, going to do a class, whether it's like carpentry or maybe some kind of interior decorating, no matter what it is, because these are just the things that are coming up right now for you. They may be something that's going to hit home with you that you be like, oh, I've been thinking about that. Yes. So if that's you and you're thinking, these are the things that I've been thinking about doing, some kind, I don't know why, but like interior decorating or like carpentry, like fixing up the house is what's coming up for a lot of you right now. If that's you, get on it, because this card is pretty much saying that this is the perfect timing, everything is right for your success, and pretty much think about the positive outcome, because that's what's going to come for you. So also, like I said, you got the blessings in disguise. So sometimes you may think that something was a problem, or maybe you felt like I said before, about you kind of coming out of an like you're coming out of, what's the right word? Like, I feel as though some of you were kind of hibernating, and I don't mean that in a bad way, like completely shutting yourself off from everyone, but I do feel like you took some time away to really rethink what you wanted. And I felt as though some of you even took time away from dating because you were trying to really get to know yourself. So I do feel as though some of you may have felt like it was a bit of a problem, but it really wasn't. It was really a great solution for you, because like I said, you got the blessings in disguise card. So a lot of the times when this card comes up is because it's really telling you just to trust, like really trust the process. Trust everything that's coming to you. Trust your intuition as well, because if you felt that you needed to take time away from everyone, or you felt that you needed to just take a pause on your life, this is coming up for a reason. So just continue to trust and know that pretty much your prayers are going to be answered. They may not be answered in the way that you expect them to, but they will be answered. All right, so let's go ahead and see what other cards are coming up for you right now, ladies and Aquarius. What do I need to bring? Okay, so remember I said I did a pre-shuffle and some of your cards dropped out. So remember I was talking about hibernation. I don't feel as though you need to go into hibernation. I feel as though you're actually coming out of a hibernation. So I feel as though the Venus in Aquarius, a lot of you are coming out of this hibernation right now because you needed that time. You needed that rest. And it allowed you to understand yourself a little bit more, but it also allowed you to kind of regroup and rethink about all the things that you want to do. So this is you coming out of the hibernation, and this is you going through the growth. So I really do believe that this is you now. You're growing and you're also planting seeds for the next steps in your life. Whether, like I said, this is love, whether this is your own self-care, or whether this is for a business. But definitely this is you now planting seeds, and you know exactly what you're going to get. So remember I was talking about those of you who've been thinking about like moving ahead right now and looking at something maybe in a different kind of work, or maybe there's a hobby, like I said, the carpentry, the interior decorating, anything like that that's coming up, any of those things, this is like the perfect time to do it, because you're going to be, planting the seeds and you're going to reap the rewards. So get on it. All right, let me go ahead and pull from the abundance deck and see what else we need to learn. All right, so some of you may have been dealing with resentments about money. So I don't know if something has been holding you back, or if you've been feeling like the abundance isn't coming in the way that you want it to come. But I see it's as though maybe some things from the past didn't come through. And I think because of that, you kind of got upset. And I don't think you realized that that kind of took you off your balance a little bit with money. And so that's why sometimes there are times that, money comes in and it slips right out of your hand, or maybe the money isn't coming, and it's because of already those negative intentions that you had already set from the past. So this is you really needing to shift your perspective, but also you need to start being more positive in the way that you view money. Don't just see it as like, a tool that is just gonna, pay your bills. you need to shift the energy and remember that money is really just energy. And so once you do that, it's going to help you to, you know, just bring in more opportunities for you. So remember, I'm going to say this. I would say the best thing to do right now to shift the money is get a piece of paper and write down, because this is what's coming up for you, is just to write down all the ways that you want to make money. And I also want you to, matter of fact, let's start with the ways that you didn't make money in the past, like the disappointments. And then what I want you to do, and guess what? It can be as many as you want. If you only could come up with 5, then it's 5. But if you can come up with like 35, then write down all 35. Because what you want to do is you want to just highlight the ones that, you know, the disappointments that you had in the past. And then on the next set of paper, what I want you to do is then just kind of write out why you didn't receive it, like why you think you didn't. Maybe you needed to work harder, or maybe it just wasn't meant for you, or whatever the reason was. And then write down what the things that now you want to accomplish. People don't realize this, but writing out your goals does work. Like, it's the best way to manifest. But it's just so that you can remember that you have those goals. Like, just, you know, thinking about them or just saying them in your mind doesn't always work. Like, writing them out will work for you. But that's what is going on with me? Like, I'm literally, all my cards are just exploding. So I'm like, okay, let's get these up. I don't know what's going on with me today. All right. It's crazy. Wonder if it's this energy, the Lionsgate energy. Oh my God. All right. Let's go ahead. I already pre-shuffled these, but I feel like I better shuffle them again and see what is your mantra right now for money, because I feel like there's something that you can be focusing on and you could be saying on a daily basis, or at least just when you watch this video, and maybe something that will stand out regarding the money. What else is all right, I am blessed with unending abundance. So that is something that you want to write down. I am blessed with unending abundance. And this is something that you can say on a daily basis. And just really feel it, right? So this is you. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what else you need to learn and understand for your highest good for the Venus and the Aquarius. What else do you need to learn? All right, so you definitely have to believe a little bit more in yourself. That's the card that's coming up for you, if you believe. So I feel as though some of you are lacking the beliefs of you being able to make more money or being able to move ahead with the ideas that you have. So I want you to go ahead and think about that. Just really focus on what it is that you want. Okay, let's go ahead and switch gears and see what's going on with your love life. What is the Venus and Aquarius need to learn and understand? All right, you got to release this X. You got an X that's coming up. It's like, what is going on with this X? Still in your energy. I think that was also why you also decided not to date, was because you got this X coming up. I want to go ahead and get another card, especially for those of you who are currently in relationships. So the Venus and Aquarius. All right, so those of you who are in relationships need to start having more dialogue and more conversations with your partners, just because this is a good time for you all to really discuss your feelings, just open and honest, and really just talk about the things that you want. I do feel as though when it comes to your love languages, there may be a little bit of a, I don't want to say barrier, but it's more like maybe your partner isn't really paying attention to your love life, to your love language, or maybe you feel as though like they're not doing the things that you want. So those are things that you need to remember to have a discussion about. A lot of us have different love languages, and sometimes our partner may forget, or you may forget, because it's not always them, sometimes it's you. You may forget that you need to have a discussion about, like, just reminding them about the things that you like, but also just respecting each other's style of love language, and also respecting each other's space. Very important. So like I said, for those of you who are in relationships, this is a great time for y'all to start having some open dialogue and some discussions about what is going on in your love life. And for those of you who seem to be bringing up an ex. I don't know if this is for those of you who are single or even in relationships, but definitely you got to start releasing your ex because that energy is still on your mind. Now, I already did a shuffle for the Hidden Truth Oracle, and you had someone right now wants to be more than friends. Somebody who is really interested in your life. Somebody who seems to, they're not coming forward, or maybe they have come forward, but you haven't really focused on it. But you have somebody who wants to be more than friends. They definitely want you. But I do think these are two separate situations. So on one hand, some of you have that. And then on the other hand, there's something that happened. Finding out the truth crushed me. So let me see if I can tap into this. I don't know if you were hiding something from someone or if they were hiding something. I feel as though you were hiding something from someone and this other person was a little bit crushed when they found out. I don't know exactly what it is that came up. Maybe one of you were already in a partnership. Yeah, that's something that's coming through. Maybe one of you was already in a partnership and the truth, something about that came up and they were kind of upset about that. So just be aware. All right, let's go ahead and see what else. See, I keep telling you, like, the cards are just flying out with you today. Like, what is going on? Okay. So your first card was about synchronicity, which is about you really need to pay attention to the signs that are like guiding you. You really got to pay attention because the signs are guiding some of you back together. So some of you in a relationship, maybe a break, maybe it got to the point where you felt like it wasn't going to work out and you seem to be ignoring what's going on. Like there's something that's pulling you all both together. I wonder if this has to do with finding out the truth about this truth situation. Something's pulling y'all back together. So pay attention to whatever is happening around you. Animals, numbers, songs, coins, feathers, anything like that. Seeing things all the time. Sometimes people see like cards on the ground or walking on the beach. They happen to see like the same type of stone over and over or the same type of crystal over and over. Anything like that. Like different things that are happening. Like maybe somebody bringing up their name. And then all of a sudden you have a dream about them, and then like the next day, like somebody in your family brings up their name, or you're scrolling on your social media and you see them. These are all synchronicity, just so you know. So just pay attention. But also, they remember everything about you. So that was a card that flew out just now. So y'all, I feel like y'all have some like very interesting love lives. Yeah, my Venus in Aquarius. Like, I'll be pulling from like different couples and I'll see the different things that are coming up. And I'm always like, all right, are y'all paying attention? Like, are y'all paying attention? Like, really paying attention? Because I feel as though some of you aren't. All right, let's see what's going on with the Venus sign of Aquarius. Ooh. All right. Oh my God. You got the Judgment card, which is again about the awakening. So you've got this huge awakening going on. This is beautiful. You got the card twice, by the way. You got it with Lady Nana, which was all about your heart awakening here. And then you got it with the hibernation and regeneration, where I said I felt like you were coming out of it, which is all about the awakening. And then you got the Judgment card, which again is about the awakening in your life. And I feel as though some of you are really ready to get into relationships, though, especially those who are single. Like, I'm really tapping into you right now. Like, you are ready to get out there and date, and I feel as though you're ready to date somebody. Funny enough, in this deck, the Page of Swords came out when I did the pre-shuffle, and I feel as though, I don't want to specifically say this is a younger person, but I do get more of a younger energy So I don't know if this is somebody who more is younger than you or if they have a young spirit. But if it is, I feel as though this is the message that says, like, go for it, go forward, specifically with love. Like, this is a success card with love, but I do feel as though this is you moving forward, looking for love. And if this isn't you, this is the other person where you have a young spirit and you just kind of want to like explore the dating game right now and have fun and be free and really just get to know the other person. All right, let's see what else you need to learn and understand for your highest good. Yep, you are definitely going to be getting out there and dating. I see you dating more than one person. You got the Three of Cups here, so I feel like you're going to be out there dating. Some of you not necessarily looking for a stable relationship. You might be, but I feel like you want to get out there and really date around and get to know people and understand what's happening in your own love life, you know, and really understand what's going on with you and really exploring, like I see you really having fun. Anyway, Venus in Aquarius. Oh, that is all I have for you. So I will see you on the next one. Don't forget, you want to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.